Hi everyone, this is a free roam reading which I love to do to see what is coming through, what messages, information, clarity I can give to you. So I hope you are doing well. I've got the cards right here actually, like right there we go. And I'm going to do a spread and we're going to see what's coming through. Also just wanted to mention as well that if you would like to win a free reading with me, check out the description box below since I do a giveaway every single month. If you would like to purchase a private paid reading, information is down below as well. They're done within 12 to 24 hours with me, and also intention manifesting items which thousands of people have seen results with are available on my website for bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, embroidered cards which you can put under your pillow, your wallet or your purse, which are hand embroidered by me. These are super unique individual items that you just won't find anywhere else. Everything's meditated with and saged. There's several different intentions for different areas of your life, and also the review section is at the bottom of my website. There's also candles, crystals, sage, you name it, it's there. So check it out if you're interested. All right, so let's have a look and see, what we can tell you here in relation to the free roam reading. So I'm going to start by shuffling. Let's see where we're going. So there's a card that's already come out. There's two actually. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push that back and go like that. Okay, so where should we go first? Ooh, 10 of Cups. Okay, we're starting off really strong. And the Magician. The Magician is ruled by Mercury, and the most significant thing actually, I'm filming this the day before Mercury goes direct, which is on the 17th, but actually Mercury goes direct on the 18th. So I feel like Mercury retrograde has affected many of you, right? You may have felt lots of struggles, you may have felt that things were getting delayed, or that technology was just breaking, not working, it was just creating chaos. Some of you may find that, your devices don't work. Some of you may feel like the internet's playing up. Some of you may feel like communication that you have with other people is just really difficult. People are, just misunderstanding things for no reason. Things are going missing in terms of, that energy. So there's been an active struggle here where I feel like, you may have been wanting to communicate with someone and they just seem to kind of like not want to do so, or they're just kind of like going in the opposite direction. So Mercury here brings you an end to the struggle. Why? Because Mercury is going direct. There we go, right? And I think that really helps, especially in regards to things like this, especially in regards to love, especially in regards to miscommunications, misunderstandings in relation to family members and friends. Okay, so there seems to be a much more progressive energy. If you had also made plans with somebody and things got delayed or cancelled, look, things are looking much, much better for the period of time ahead. So I just feel here that the 10 of Cups shows some beautiful events that are going to take place soon. And it's as a result of Mercury also going direct and no longer being in retrograde. When Mercury is in retrograde, there can be some difficulties here and there. It doesn't mean that everything's like falling apart, but it tends to affect some people quite heavily depending on A, when Mercury retrograde happens, and B, your birth chart and circumstances around you, etc. So that's the thing, is that I feel like this retrograde was quite hard on some people, where they could have also had a lot of nostalgia in terms of past relationships and things like that, which have really just triggered them to want to reach out to certain people, but then, feeling like, oh my god, did I ruin that by reaching out, so things like that. I'm just mentioning all of these different things because somehow something may resonate with you. That's what I feel. It's going to be different for everyone though, that's the thing, right? It's not going to be the same thing for everyone. I think that that's really important to keep in mind. I'm getting some notifications on my phone, which honestly doesn't happen that often, to be honest. It happens from time to time, but really never when I'm reading that often. So we got 2 in a row, which to me, that goes to show here that there's some form of communication incoming that may have been stagnant and stuck. Okay, so Mercury's working its magic, which we like to hear. Okay, so I also feel here that some of you have had a really, really stressful issue that's just been a thorn, in your side for too long, that's going to get resolved. See? 3 of Pentacles, teamwork and collaboration. The energies are going to get much more resolved. There's sort of this workable situation around it. And to be honest, you know what? The 3 also represents the 3 weeks that Mercury has been in retrograde, of which now things are going to progress. Now, if you're watching this in the future, try not to pay too much attention of when I posted this reading, because if you're watching this in the future and it could be for a different retrograde, like a, you know, a different, let's say Mercury retrograde that happens, try not to feel like, oh, it must only resonate for that retrograde, that Mercury retrograde that happened. You know, this is a timeless reading in many ways, so even if you're watching this in the future, totally fine. Okay, so Mercury's been in retrograde for 3 chaotic weeks. We got the 3 of Pentacles, okay, so things are much more workable now as well, and I really feel like that's giving you reason to let out a deep sigh of relief. Okay. So what I see here, see, this is nostalgia that really like gets to you from time to time, where you're like, oh my god, like, you know, a lot of you have been thinking about love and things from the past and relationships and how that like makes you feel and things like that. So I just feel here, in all honesty, especially with the Strength card, that clarity is going to give you is going to take the place of confusion, basically, and you're going to find so much strength and courage, and actually people are also going to be stronger and more courageous to come towards you, especially if you were trying to fix things during a Mercury retrograde and you felt like other people were so not helping you, or they were just not reciprocating that energy, or they were running away when you're trying to communicate with them. Trust me, Mercury retrograde ending does the reverse. So what I see for many people actually is during a Mercury retrograde, whatever happens, the opposite can kind of happen after that. Now, that doesn't mean that if good things were happening during Mercury retrograde that everything falls apart. That's not exactly what I'm seeing. What I'm saying here is that things sort of sway more in your favour after the retrograde has come to a close. It's almost like things get better, right? So that's really what I see here as well. But for those of you that have had a really difficult Mercury retrograde, I do sense that things are getting better. It's like a sigh of relief, more strength, more courage, and also, that's interesting, the 6 of Cups is to do with nostalgia, so I feel like you're not the only one being nostalgic about certain things and certain connections. In fact, the other person here, other person could be family member, friend, lover, romantic interest, seems to be much more progressive, could be a worker, colleague. They seem to be a lot more reciprocating. Is that the right word? You know, they seem to be doing a lot more towards you. Got the Lovers here as well. So yes, romantic energy does seem to be a lot more present after the retrograde. So your struggle in terms of love is ending. Your struggle in regards to miscommunications are ending. And interestingly enough, we know that Gemini is also ruled by Mercury. So again, that is so much better in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so yeah. Ability, basically this is strengthening your ability to diminish conflict, which is incredibly powerful, okay? So if you've had conflict with somebody or a misunderstanding, misjudgment, let's say, it's going to be okay because you'll be able to resolve it. From what I'm seeing here, it's not the end of the world. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. Yep, see, there you go. Working things out. Wheel of Fortune. Which, by the way, is Jupiter. Did you know that Jupiter is also coming out of retrograde on the exact same day as Mercury? Oh yeah. Jupiter and Mercury go direct on the same day. Both of them come out of retrograde on exactly the same day. So they're both supporting one another. We know that Jupiter is to do with success and prosperity, travel and expansion and, you know, growth as well. So really, really prosperous. There's a lot of really good stuff happening here. You're just going to feel more free. You're going to feel like a weight is being lifted off of your shoulders. And I just feel here that any kind of tension that you've had with someone that you care deeply about, things are getting better. You know, there's no better time than now for this struggle to be laid to rest, which I think is amazing, right? There you go. Better communication, more understanding, things being a lot more reciprocated, you feeling like you know where you stand. We like that. Yep, see, there's more of that stability, which we see with the Hierophant. You've got a lot of major arcanas here, so these are major energies, right? So much more is progressing, so much more is coming together. There's victory, success, happiness. So if you felt like, you know what, I deserve this promotion and I'm just not getting it, and Mercury retrograde just makes things go a little insane, where you're thinking, I've worked so hard, and then, you know, perhaps some of you felt like you made a mistake or something like that. Trust me, you know, it was really, I think a lot of it was to do with Mercury retrograde, but now that the retrograde goes direct, your skills are seen, your talent is observed, and you flourish. Simple. Oh, sorry, simple. So I am an upright reader, but see, the Emperor, continue to work hard, continue to do what you can. We know that the red energy here represents the root chakra, which is to do with stability and security. So to continue to do what you can to build on that stability and security. I think that's really important as well. And wow, see, The moon, what's hidden is coming to light. Ace of Pentacles shows that there is a real resolve to the things that perhaps became quite uncertain. So if a connection or a situation just became super uncertain, where you just don't know where you stand, you know, career-wise, work-wise, family-wise, friendship-wise, communication-wise, then trust me, there is a resolve coming to that, and Mercury is supporting you. So that is really the biggest thing I do see, is that your struggle is ending. Whew. Wow. Thank the energies for that, you know. So very, very good. So that is what we have here. Of course, if this reading resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course intention items, which are on my website, which you can find linked down below. You can also check out my website if you want to type it in manually, but everything's there. The review section is there. I also have the private readings on there. Free reading giveaway information is down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, but also I do have TikTok and Instagram if you want to follow me on there. I post short readings on there every single day, so feel free to follow me on there if you wanted to, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye everyone.